Okay, this is the drive shaft that come out of my 1969 20 horsepower Johnson outboard motor. It was stove up around the crank where the drive shaft meets into the crank, and I couldn't get it out. I was jerking on, did everything I could to get it out. Wouldn't come out. I've been messing with it for the last week or so, putting PB in it and trying every lubricant I could to get it out. Tried all the little tricks that I've seen on the internet of spraying an air duster on it to try to freeze it and maybe break it loose. It didn't work. So I decided to come up with this little invention here. I got the drive shaft off now, but if you can imagine, the motor will be here, the crank will be stuck onto this. So this flat piece of metal is going to be wedged up on the motor. And what I did was right here, I drilled a hole straight through my drive shaft. It's a maybe a 1/4 inch hole. My drive shaft is about a 1/2 inch thick, and drilled a hole straight through it. I don't know what I went to my local bolt dealer that sells bolts and everything, and got this grade 8 bolt that's a 1/4 inch thick. And as I put it on the drive shaft, it would technically have went like this. Okay, got the keeper in there so that this piece of flat bar won't go up no higher. All right, and like I said, the motor would be here. You'd be flush up against the motor. I got this piece of all thread and got another piece of all thread. Drilled 3 holes in the flat bar. Got this bolt snug on here so the all thread wouldn't move. Put another one here. As I turn these bolts here, of course I'd have something here holding the all thread. But turn this one. It's slowly going to push this piece of flat bar up. As it's pushing the flat bar up, the motor's being held here, and it slowly over time started to pull apart. Now I did take a hammer and kind of lightly tap on both sides here as I'm turning it and torquing it and getting it out a little bit to try to maybe jiggle the teeth loose from the crank. And as I kept playing with it, I loosened it up because I was bending the flat bar thinking I wasn't getting nothing done. As I removed everything, I noticed that I could start to see this little spline here that I couldn't see before. So I got back down on it and really started cranking and torquing it, and then I started seeing it looking like this, where I could really see the teeth on it. And then I just grabbed the drive shaft and jerked it on out. I sat around for a week trying to come up with this little idea, and I feel like it's fairly good. I haven't put the motor back together yet to see if the drive shaft will hold up with this hole in it, but I'm thinking that because this isn't like an automotive drive shaft where it's going to have a lot of torque on it, it's just going to be turning a propeller that is going to be pushing the water. I think I should be all right with it. This is a fairly strong piece of drive shaft. So hopefully this will help y'all out if you're having any problems with your drive shaft being stove up into your crank, and you put a little torque on it, and hopefully it will pop it loose. Hopefully this helped y'all out.